One fine morning, I went on a walk in the park. The park was full of people and kids. There I saw Seema. Black eyes, slim body, and buzzed hair. I kept looking at her until she disappeared into the crowd. I quickly followed her to the end of the park but could not find her. The next day I again went to the park hoping that I would see her but no luck. I visited the park every day for the next 2 weeks but didn't see her. I lost the hope that I will ever see her again. I was getting back from work and thought of having a coffee. I went to a cafe nearby, took the coffee, and set it on the table. While drinking coffee, suddenly my eyes went to the barber shop, which was in the opposite direction of the cafe. There she was, talking to someone at the entrance. I could not take my eyes off her. They were so shiny. Now I know where to find her. So, I started to visit the same cafe every day. Every time I think of talking to her, I chickened out every time. So I made a plan. I will meet her as a customer and try to talk to her. It was the time I went directly into her shop. She was alone there. For a few seconds, my voice got stuck in my throat. I told her that I need a haircut. She smiled and asked me to sit on the chair. Then she wrapped a white cape around my neck and placed her hands on my shoulders, and asked me, "So, do you want it short?" I was looking at her through the mirror and nodded my head. She again asked, "How short?" I did not respond. I was completely lost in her eyes. She again said, "Do you want to shave it?" I got nervous, and instead of saying no, I just nodded my head. This time she did not confirm and went for a clipper. She tried to switch on the clipper, but it did not start. She checked the wire and tried to switch it on again, but nothing happened. Then she turned to me and ran her fingers through my hair. It felt so good that I couldn't see or hear anything around me. She said, "Clipper is not working. Can I shave your head with a straight razor?" I didn't know what she said. I just nodded my head in agreement. She took a water sprayer and started spraying water on my hair to make it wet. After that, she took the straight razor, loaded the new blade into it, and then stood behind me. Then she bent my head forward, placed the razor in the center of my head, and started shaving my head. She was gliding the straight razor very softly. My scalp was getting cleared. I could feel the touch of her soft fingers on my shaved scalp. She shaved my head from the back in no time. Then she came forward and started shaving it from the front. She smoothly shaved my head from the front. Hair fell on the cape. She always rubbed her hands on the shaved scalp to see if it was shaved smooth. Now, after 15 minutes, I was completely bald. She stood behind me, placed her hands on my bald head, and said, "Anything else you would like?" I wanted this to continue forever but can't tell her that. I said, "That is all." Then she wiped the shaved hair off my head and neck and removed the cape. I know that if I don't ask her out now, I will never be able to do it. I asked her, "If you are not busy, would you like to join me in the cafe opposite your shop?" She stared at me for a while and said, "Sure." Then she put the closed board on the shop door and walked with me to the coffee shop. While drinking coffee she asked me, "Did you come for a head shave or just to see me?" I got a little scared and replied, "No, it's for head shave." Then she replied, "Now it will be easy for me to find you in the park." I was shocked to hear that and said, "What are you talking about?" She took a sip from coffee cup and said, "I saw you following me 2 weeks back and then you came every day looking for me, didn't you?" I was out of words. I know I was busted, so asked, "How do you know that?" On which she replied, "I saw you following me that day. Anyways, I was also thinking of talking to you and today you came, so I thought let's talk." That was a sign of relief for me. I asked, "But why did you shave my head?" She first laughed and said, "Nothing, I wanted to see you bald." We both finished our coffee, exchanged our numbers, and left. Now every day, we both work out together in the park.